Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Here with your daily free picks. All right, guys, so a couple free plays for you guys today. I do have a play in Monday Night Football for you guys as well. College basketball play. And we do have our first 2-unit college basketball game of the year going today. So excited for that. Quick recap before we get into today. Yesterday, guys, we went 1-2 in free picks. Overall for the day, we finished 8-5. Picked up just under 3 units, so good day. Everyone had a winning weekend. Free picks, masterclass, everybody. So my favorite kind of weekend. Not the greatest weekend of all time. It's not like, we swept any days or anything like that, but winning weekend's a winning weekend. So yesterday, we finished 1-2. That New Orleans game, you guys probably knew I was going to talk about this one. The pass interference call. So I have 2 issues with that, and then I'll leave it alone and we'll move on. Issue number 1, the call was made, roughing the passer, contact to the head. There's no contact to the head, like 0, nothing. It was a poor call. The second issue I have, I filmed it, I posted it on a couple social media groups and said, look, not only is it not roughing the passer, that's clear, okay? Now in the high-speed action of the game, things can get missed. Here's where my real problem is. The flag does not get thrown until the interception's made. The interception's caught, the second it's caught, flag comes out. That's where I really have the problem. It's referees deciding. I'm not saying it like it's fixed, okay? I'm just saying let the players decide the stuff on the field. I don't know why. The best referees are referees that you don't even know that they're there, okay? They make good calls, and outside of that, they're in the shadows. Now, do we use referees and their interesting play calling to our advantage? Yeah, you bet we do. We have some referees that, hey, their tendencies towards overs, or they like home teams, or, under referees and stuff like that. People say, there's no such thing as an under referee. All right, fine. We just happen to get lucky betting under on them when they're reffing the games, and they just happen to go under 60% of the time. But you're right. So look, I mean, I like a little bit of inconsistency in referees. It gives us more advantages than it does takes away from us. Baseball's a prime example. I would hate to see a computer come in behind home plate. That would cost us units. No question about it. We can exploit these things. However, when it comes down to these pivotal plays where, it's not a tendency, it's just an outright bad call. And again, now you're even noticing this year where announcers used to no comment. That was kind of their thing, or they'd say oh, interesting call. You have announcers that are literally taking jabs at referee. Last, I don't know if it was a Monday night or Sunday night or something, the referee or the announcer actually came out and said straight up, this is not one of the best ref games ever. And the other 2 broadcasters kind of went, I don't know, because that totally goes against their code. They don't rip on the refs, and they straight up said it. And yesterday in the game they said, bad call, and it was a bad call. But you know what? Trying to make a call on a football play that happens boom, boom. And I mean, when you watch it on replay, we have the benefit of the doubt of slowing it down to 1/10 of the speed. And we can see that he didn't make contact with the head. The issue to me is, okay, fine. You see that the guy's, head kind of goes back because he gets hit in the chest. You see that, okay? You make that decision. Okay, you know what? I saw his head go back. That's the call, okay? The issue that I really have is that ball goes into the end zone, okay? Your call's over here, okay? Your call's here. You're watching for this, okay? You're not watching the ball go into the end zone. Oh wait, it's intercepted? Flag. That's where I have the issue. Anyways, it was a half unit play. It was upsetting because we win the bet. 1000% we win that bet unless they do something stupid like throw a pick 6. The quarter was pretty much over. Anyways, we took an L there. It is what it is. We move on. All in all, guys, winning weekend. We went 3-0 on Friday, 2-1 on Saturday, and 1-2 yesterday. 1-2. All right, so today, guys, I have 2 plays for you guys. In Masterclass, I have 6 college basketball plays. We're starting off really, really well on college basketball. I have, what do I have? I have 2 NHL plays. I have a full unit NFL player prop, which yesterday, guys, we went 3-0 in our player props. We're hitting 66% for 2021, which is unreal. But anyways, I have a full unit player prop in the football game, and I have an NBA game, and our first 2-unit, we have our first 2-unit college basketball play going today, so that's exciting. Just really, really quickly touch on the player props yesterday. We not only did we win all 3 of them, we crushed it. We had a 1.5-unit player prop as well, and we crushed all of them. We had Rashad Higgins under 24.5 receiving yards, 0. Didn't get a single yard. Patrick Mahomes under 24.5 rushing yards, 0. Not a single rushing yard. And our perfect day was broken up by Alan Lazard. We had under 3.5 receptions. I mean, that was our 1.5 unit. That was a gift of all gifts. He got 1 reception, so he broke our shutout. He did get 1 catch, but we went 3-0 there. So anyways, let's get into it, shall we? We're going to start off in NFL. 1-unit NFL play, guys. I have this, and I have the player prop today in NFL. San Francisco plus 3.5. We're going to take San Fran plus 3.5. 1 unit. Okay, there's steam. Got a couple nice system indicators. These system indicators, guys, especially given the ROI in NFL, you can't ignore them. One of them comes in at 62%. The ROIs are 19.6 and 22%. Now, if ROI is not your language and, that doesn't mean a whole lot to you, let me put it into context. In professional sports betting, guys, a great target for a professional sports bettor, if we can get in the 4 to 5% range, I'd love to be around 5% ROI. For an amateur sports bettor, if they're able to hit, 1 to 2%, that's pretty good, okay? Now we're talking about 19 and 22% ROIs. It's pretty hard to ignore, especially in a sport like NFL. I know that at the end of the day, guys, we're right back to the old classic story, the sharps and the public. And that's what we have here. In this particular case, guys, the money distribution is 17% of bets, but 26% of money. It's a very contrarian play. This is the kind of play that you would absolutely love, or Vegas would absolutely love to see come in. Now, very quickly, guys, let's talk about the psychology of sports betting and understanding why certain decisions are made. Apologize really quickly. I'm just going to open up the exact lines for this game. All right, so here's the situation, guys. We have a spot here where we're looking at, we're looking at the Rams at -4.5, okay? So the Rams are at -4.5. Now at -4.5, most of the money is coming in on the Rams. Now, if you're in Vegas and you're thinking, I need to make 50% on this side and 50% on that side to make, my little 10% commission. What do I have to do to balance this out? Because we have 82% of people betting on the Rams. What do I have to do to balance it out? I have to take this line that's 4.5 and I have to move it to 5 and maybe 5.5 and maybe 6, right? They have to move it that way to try and even it out. But what if Vegas said to themselves, hey, Vegas, we think that San Fran's going to cover in this game, and we're really happy about taking that public money. Now, what might they do? Even though that 82% of bets are coming in on the Rams, they say to hell with getting 50-50. Let's try and get more on the side we want, and they reverse line move. The line goes in the opposite direction of what you might expect. In this case, dropping to 4 and 3.5, and there is value all day long there, guys. It's a 1-unit play. It's a solid 1-unit play. The story lines up, okay? Why does Vegas move that line a full point down when 82% of the bets and 76% or 74% of the money is on the Rams? There you go. Okay, why exactly? We got nice systems, beautiful money distribution, contrarian play, 1 unit, San Fran, plus 3.5. Let's move over to the college basketball world here. This game indicator number is a game indicator number I should have written down a little clearer. I believe that's what I wrote. Yes, it is. Okay. The game number is 306643. Now, that is a 6-digit game indicator number. What does that mean? That means it's an added game or an extra game, okay? So your sports books will have it. It's just sometimes not listed with the other games, okay? Sometimes it'll say, college basketball extra, college basketball added, or something like that. Okay, normal game indicators are 3-digit game indicators. So this one, 6-digit game indicator, immediately tells you this is an added or extra game. Doesn't mean anything different from the betting standpoint. You just might have to look for it in a different spot. We are going to take Citadel and Presbyterian to go over 147. Citadel, Presbyterian, 1 unit, over 147. If you're at Bet Online, it is 146.5, okay? 146.5 at Bet Online. I wouldn't just, if you have that option, bet that book. That's your best line. Everywhere else, 147. Don't change your bet if you're getting that extra half point. Just keep it the same. Just know that you're getting the absolute best value available. All right, guys, so that's it. We got Monday Night Football. We got some college basketball. I have a 2-unit play going in Masterclass. Another player prop where hopefully we'll continue to hit our 66% clip, which has been wild this year. And I really do think, okay, so I'm not going to go off on a whole tangent here, but I really think that potentially, like, we could start to see a lot more value in player props. And I'll tell you why. Because historically, guys, the player props, the sharps, like, grab them and they just demolish them and then they're gone. Sayonara, adios, okay? And even I'm capable of moving lines on my own. When it comes to player props, I can move player props on my own, no problem, for the entire market. Like, I could move, probably NFL receiving, I could probably move 2-3 yards on my own. When it comes to, like, certain other, like, smaller player props, like, forget it. Like, I could demolish them. But what we're seeing now is kind of exciting. What we're seeing so much money come into player props. And the money coming in is so bad. And it's so ignorant, for lack of a better term. They're betting, like, so much money on the wrong side that it is giving us a little bit of cushion. Now, one of my player props yesterday, Rashard Higgins, 24.5, eventually closed down at 20.5. But still, at the end of the day, it is giving us some cushion where we would see in the past a line just get completely demolished and make it completely unbettable. And the way that a book makes it unbettable is they move the line a couple yards and then they just start moving the juice. And once they start moving the juice, it makes it impossible. What they would do is they, like, we'll take Rashard Higgins. They might have moved him down to, from 24.5 down to 23, 22. And at 21, they're like, okay, we don't want any more action. What they do is, if you want to bet the under 21, they make it like, they increase the spread. And what they do is they make it minus 275. But then on the plus side, they're only going to give you like plus 130. See? It's like they've increased that gap. So you think, well, that's not fair. They don't want any more money on it. They'll leave it on the board. They don't want more money. That's what they do. Because of the public, and don't take this the wrong way, but the public ignorance of sports betting, it's a good thing for us. Okay, this money coming in on props now, as props become more popular to bet, as more books add them, as more public books add them, as the very public non-sharp books add these, and you start seeing, like, more money and more popularity, I think it's just going to get better and better. So anyways, we'll leave it at that. Long video for Monday, guys. That's it for us today. Thank you guys very much. Again, if you're interested in Masterclass, we have a pretty full day, 2-unit play in college basketball, our first one of the year. Good start in college basketball. We have an NBA, 2 hockey, player prop, yada, yada. That's it for us today. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. And as always, guys, have a very lucky day, and bye for now.